Hey, it's Sunday. I just had my lunch. It was wonderful. But let's just talk real quick. I love talking to you about you. So there's this thing that I'm working on. Always working. That's my weakness. That's my flaw. That's the thorn in my flesh, as they would say in church. But I love the things that I do. I love what I do. I love to get people to think about themselves, in ways that are deep. We can be so shallow, right? We can be so shallow even in the ways that we relate to ourselves. We never really want to go beyond the surface. And my job, and the thing that I love to do the most, is to get you to go deep down. Like, for example, right, I had a discovery call the other day, and this girl, such a sweetheart, she came to me and she was like, oh, I saw you at this webinar, and I struggle with my goals, and I have this pattern, right, of starting things and dropping them, and starting things and dropping them. And so what I usually do with my clients in these calls, right, is to ask shitloads of questions. I ask questions and questions and questions, because I could help you set goals. I could give you, ways to really stick with them. But what I want to do the most is to get to the why. Why do you struggle with setting goals, right? And so as we were having this conversation, she just shared something that was such a breakthrough for her. I'm not going to tell you what she said, but she realized that her struggle that was attached to her inability, or her struggle to set goals, was so attached to something that she had been carrying inside of her, something that she had no idea was ruling every single aspect of her life, from her relationships to her work to how she sets goals, right? And even though she came for this one thing, she ended up by it was a 30-minute of inquisition and crying. And I just love it when people come to talk and they leave feeling like, holy shit, I got some work to do. And I'm doing this video to say, do that work. Sometimes we think, oh, I struggle with food. I struggle with my diet. I struggle with my weight. I struggle with, not being consistent. I struggle with laziness. I struggle with all these things that we struggle with. And until we go, but why do I struggle with this? It's never going to go away. And the only way to find out the why of our struggles, why is this something that is so big for me? Then only can we rip it out from the core and pull it out and make you do the things that you want to do. I am very bad at surfacing things. Like, I could have strategy, plan, practical things. You will not do any of that shit until you are connected to why. Why am I the way that I am? Why do I believe the things that I believe? Who told me this shit about myself? And how do I change it? What is stopping me? What is really stopping me outside of my fucked up habits? What is really stopping me from becoming this person that I so deeply desire to be? Because that is the truth. The truth is, we have these deep desires that sit right at the core of who we are, that sit and keep us up at night. But when it comes to doing the work, there's a pushback, and we don't really know where it's coming from. And that is because we have not been taught to look at ourselves. I'm working on an ebook called What School Did Not Teach You. And it's fucking fire, even if I say so myself, because it is going to help you realize that there are things that you need to work on for yourself, by yourself, with yourself, and a life coach or a therapist or a mentor, whoever you invite into that space. But until you do the work, you will keep going in circles. You will keep repeating patterns. You will keep starting things and not finishing them. You'll keep being a talker. Oh, I'm going to do this, but there's no action. And every time you try, you stop. because there's something that is pulling you back, and until you allow yourself to come face to face with it, what is concealed can never be healed. And until we reveal it, then we can heal it and move forward. And that's my Sunday message for you, everybody. I am available on email. Email me. Oh my God, the emails are fire. I am loving them. I am loving the connections, the conversations. I was born for this shit, and I want to help you. And I also want to be honest and say this, right? Like, this is what life coaches don't tell you. Every time I help somebody, there are ways in which I help myself. Helping my clients helps me help me too. I hope that makes sense, y'all. And yeah, I'll do another video tomorrow, long, short, I don't fucking know. But have a good Sunday, and remember, you are loved. If no one told you today, oh my God, I love you so much. Look at me. I love you so much. There is so much to love about you. Even the things that you think are not lovable, I love them. Mwah.